What is up, Rocket Nation? Hello, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's play some Assassin's Creed Shadows. Welcome to episode number 2. In episode number 1, we kind of were only able to make our way through the prologue. There was a lot that I wanted to be able to get done, but that prologue, that video almost went about an hour and a half. So today, I'm gonna attempt to teach you guys a little bit more than we did in the first episode. So the first episode was basically just getting through some story stuff. Today, we're gonna kind of take it to a hard left. We're gonna go away from the story a little bit. I do want to get the next main mission done, but there is a lot of other things that I would like to do, and I'll sort of introduce you to as we're getting close to them. We are essentially right where we left off in the last episode. I think like the first thing you're going to want to do once you do finish the prologue is make sure that we come back through the temple, and there's actually a viewpoint just behind us here. You can see it 80 meters away. We're going to want to climb this one, and I guess I can explain exactly what the viewpoints do in Assassin's Creed Shadows. So let's hop up here. I absolutely love these scenes where it sort of pulls back. It hits the music and we get this cool view of the world. I adore this. A lot of people might get sick of this by the end of our playthrough, but every single time it hits something in my belly. It makes me feel good. And again, absolutely gorgeous game, and you can see so far out there. You can actually see giant, like a pagoda or a castle down below. So this one has now been synchronized. So essentially, once you do synchronize, it is wise to hold down the left trigger, and you will see there was a bunch of white dots that then turned into question marks or turned into other viewpoints that became available for us as well. So you kind of want to hold down that left trigger and then rotate around and get all of those little white dots to turn into question marks or whatever, because then they'll appear on your map for you. You can actually go and see them through the fog of war then. Another thing that you might want to do, not all, but some of these viewpoints actually have legendary chests, open world legendary chests that can be very close to them. So it is a good idea to just look down, maybe give a look around. If you do see a little yellow dot, scan it, and then maybe go and check it out just in case, just to see. Not all of them, probably not even half of them, but there is quite a few of them that do have legendary chests quite close to them. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and head out back the way we came in the temple here, and I'm not gonna bother you guys a whole lot with the riding back and forth from A to B on the horse. I feel like that's just gonna be boring for you guys, so we're gonna sort of skip ahead in a lot of this stuff. But once we get out here, I'm actually gonna go into the map. And in the map, you'll see all of those things that just actually appeared on our map. So it'll originally, when you first get in your map, it'll be black, and then you'll be able to really be able to spot those white icons show up. But the first thing that we're going to do in our playthrough is we're going to head over right about there. I feel like maybe right there. Is that the spot? That's perfect. And essentially, we're going to go ahead and travel over there. So we're going to call the horse. What?
It's been too long, kitty.
That was rowdy right there. Too much, kitty. Okay, too much. And essentially, if you hold down a left on your directional pad, this is turning on Pathfinder, and it's just going to make a little white line that's going to lead us to that marker that I had made. If you guys are following along in your playthrough, go ahead and follow that white line, and that will meet everybody there in just a few seconds. All right, Rocket Nation, welcome back. You can see down below us, there's the marker that I had made. I hear some gunshots happening. I don't ever remember that happening in this area. But essentially, we have reached a destination. It is Teratatsuki Den. Shut your mouth. I didn't mispronounce it. You mispronounced it. It's going to happen in everything that I try to say. But essentially, what this is it's a little open world area where there's going to be only about 3 enemies, but there's also right here is going to be located a legendary chest. This is right off the bat, the very beginning of the game, and this is actually one of the best legendaries that you can get in the entire game. So I'm going to go ahead and loot this since we're up here. There's a few chests that we're going to be able to loot down below as well, and then I'm actually going to go over some of the gear in the game and explain how some of the gear works. But first off, we got to take care of all these guys. I think we're just going to throw a kunai at this guy's head. And once he dies of death,
you can't hide forever.
I think we're going to assassinate this guy. and then just go ham on this poor fella who never even seen it coming. Nice. Well done. Well, that actually felt really, really good. So there's going to be some chests that are located around here. Make sure if you're interested, grab the chest. That you will get materials from them, as well as re-up your kunai. Now, these items right here are actually materials for the base builder that is in the game. So make sure you're always picking up those anytime that you do come across any. Look at this guy. What an idiot. You walked right into it. I'm just going to walk over and get our kunai back real quick. And if we come in here, this is going to be a legendary chest. So just like a lot of the previous Assassin's Creed games, there's going to be a lot of legendary chests that you can find out in the world. And this is one of the best items that you can actually get early in the game. And probably, my guess, I haven't really reached the end game yet. And I'm going to say that this is probably going to be one of the best overall legendaries in the entire game. Granted, I haven't seen everything as of right now, but it is called Oni's Fury. And Oni's Fury comes with a legendary perk on it. It is 15% damage per non-legendary gear equipped. So if we equip this, essentially there is 4 pieces of gear that we have that are not legendary, meaning that we get 60% increased damage. And whenever you pick up a legendary item in this game, by the way, you automatically get the perk as sort of like a craftable item for gear. So you can essentially put this perk on any other piece of gear as long as it's, I believe, rare or higher. But that means that essentially by the end, like if you were to get all of your items to be non-legendary, that's 75% increased damage, which is actually insane. So yeah, very, very good. We're able to get it right off the bat as well. We did get this too just now. And this is from a Twitch drop. I do have one of the Twitch drops. I don't believe it's active anymore, so I'm not actually going to use those. I kind of want to keep this as vanilla as possible. But we did earn that right after you get this helmet immediately upon finishing the prologue. There is a couple of other chests that are right by us right here. So I believe this one's just going to have some materials in it and maybe a kunai or two if you're running low on kunai. But then right here is also, it's either from these types of chests, and you can see it at the top of your screen and on the compass, that the symbol appears on these kinds of chests. These chests can either give you gear at the highest rarity that you can earn at the point of what level you are. And I'm not sure exactly what the cutoff point is, but for us, it should just be common. But as you go up, they'll become rares and then epics eventually. And then you won't get legendaries out of these at all, though. But one other thing that you can get is also things for your hideout. So essentially items that can be placed around the world in your hideout. So let's see what we get out of this one. Instead, we got a Tonto, which is not bad. I'm okay with Tontos. Tontos are a lot of fun in this game, I gotta say. One of our very strong early game weapons that we're going to be getting is actually going to be a Tonto. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Equip that one. So right now, we're getting 60% extra damage. And you can see right here, if you do try to go up too steep of hills, you will slide back down. It can kind of be annoying at times. But that's why it's best kind of to use the roadways in this game, which is kind of a little bit different. So the next thing we're actually going to be going and doing is we're going to be checking out a shrine. It's not too far away. It's just up the road. But I will not subject you guys to the long, the short ride, I guess, over there. Instead, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to call up the horse. Horse? Oh, came from the opposite way. Surprised me. Well done. Again, I'm just going to turn on the Pathfinder. So if you're following along in your playthrough, turn on the Pathfinder after marking it, and I will meet you guys over there. All right, welcome back. And essentially what you're looking at right now is the stairway leading down from where we first started. That way would have taken us to where we just came from. If we actually go this way, though, you can see just up ahead of us that there is a little white dot. Essentially what these are is codex entries. Codex entries can be anything from a location to maybe Japanese culture or anything along them lines. So right here, our first one that we're actually going to get is for a shrine. So we're going to go ahead and make our way up these stairs and check out this shrine here real quick. And in this shrine, we're going to find something. It's sort of an open world activity. But before we actually check that out, you'll see that there are some animals that are here. If you do not chase them away, apparently, if you can actually approach them, you can walk up to the animals. And if you pet them, they then become a placeable object within your hideout. So it's sort of like you have pets within your hideout. There are dogs and there are cats as well for cat lovers if you're that kind of person. But basically you can get many different, I've only found one type of dog, but many different colors to that dog. And then a couple of different cats and different colors for those cats as well. So
I could practice Kujikiri here. Look within. Look back.
Ominous the way she said that. So what we are here for is Kujikiri. This is a meditation, and the first 4 Kujikiri that you actually do in the world will unlock memories leading up to the point at which Oda Nobunaga attacked Iga, her home. So this sort of gives you a good backstory on how she got to where she is today. So we're going to go ahead and sit down in this. And this essentially is like a beat mini game. You're just trying to hit the correct button at the right time. They'll first appear here, and then over time, they will slowly disappear as you get them right. It's not very hard. I do find this very relaxing, though. There's something about it. It's just going to make me talk super calm. I'm feeling very good right now. Very relaxed. Can't help but feel good right now. And you're just going to keep on doing this, and you'll see that eventually it is going to launch us into a memory of Naoe's.
Where are we going?
Into the forest to find something I have not seen in many years.
Now? I thought we were going to fight.
Trust me, my Naoe. Now is the perfect time.
They say the Oda clan has the teeth of bears and the same craving for flesh.
His appetite is never satisfied, that Oda Nobunaga. He sends his son to take down his prey, no doubt.
What does he want? We've done nothing to them.
What they all say they want. Peace. But I would guess the real answer is power. We could be tiny mice in a hole, but within his walls, Oda Nobunaga will not stop his knife until we have stopped scratching.
Then we have to stop him first.
And with your father and Momochi Sandayu, we stand a great chance.
Momochi Sandayu will fight with us? Oda Nobukatsu will be finished by sunrise tomorrow.
By nightfall. Come, we are getting close.
All right, so we're so rudely interrupted by that dude absolutely losing his mind. Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh there.
I believe this is the one. Take a closer look at that shrine. There.
And essentially, this is picking up from the very last memory that we had when we were sort of recovering back at the original shrine. So this picks up exactly where we had left off, where Antimatsu actually tells her it's time to stop hiding our courage from our father. And then she told us, it's time, follow me. And essentially, she's leading you to this shrine.
There's something here. Is this your katana?
I hid it when I thought Iga would see peace for good. How wrong I was. But now, it is yours.
Mine?
Naoe, you're all Nagato has. It is why he protects you so. But when destiny comes to your door, you must answer. Blade first at times.
Thank you, Auntie Matsu.
Obaba, it is not safe. You are Nagato and Tsu's daughter.
Yes, my name is Naoe.
The resemblance is striking. Can you fight like your father?
Yes, sir, I can. He has taught me.
Then today will be your greatest test. When you're ready, get to the edge of Nagano Pass. Stay low. Do not attack until I give the order.
Will you be all right? Can you get back home?
You told me to rest, but rest is far off yet. Still, I will be fierce.
You're no honeybee. You're a dragonfly.
I am Egon too, you know.
Goodbye, Auntie. I will be strong.
Where was she hiding that shiv at? All right, so this essentially takes you back to the first time that you ever got a katana. It was given to you by Antimatsu. Find it really crazy, though, that Sandayu decides to just send you off to war. If I don't know, if I'm her dad, I'm probably pretty mad if I find out about this. So we're just going to follow the path up.
Oda Nobunaga's men could be anywhere. Stay hidden.
And eventually, we are going to make it to these bushes here. And if you look ahead, you can actually see there's a couple of guys ahead of us.
They'll kill me if they see me.
I'm sorry. Throughout this part, you might be tempted to try and kill him yet, but she has not actually learned to assassinate. Oh, one of the villagers.
The Oda clan are monsters.
So the main goal throughout this entire part of the game is basically to just sneak by everything.
Huh?
Her first ever kill. She's just mortified.
What's happening? Why is this happening?
All right, we're going to make sure we get to the grass.
Do it for this? To fight just to kill? What have I done?
Then we're just going to lay down and sort of work our way through this grass. You can mark everybody as you go along by holding down the left trigger. Also, holding in the right thumbstick will light everybody up, and you can sort of mark everybody through the rocks.
They are spying on us. You're hearing things.
Did they hear me? I'm covered in blood. No, one of us had to die. I had no choice.
Gunned him down. And we're just going to wait for this guy to move here. And then we're going to cross over and just get in the bushes over here. It's pretty much impossible to be seen through here.
They are hiding. Eager weasels. Keep an eye on the trees.
You see, there was that guy right behind us. And then once you reach the bridge, you can just sort of crouch, sneak your way forward, keep your eyes to the sky.
Was that Momochi Sandayu?
All right. And then you're just going to follow the path along. We're going to receive a little assistance from some friends now.
If I have to kill again, I'll be ready. I'm getting closer. Are they everywhere? Don't look back. Just keep going.
Everyone's setting up the ambush. Oh, Dad's there as well. I believe he's sporting a Kasurigama.
Why have we stopped? What are you waiting for? Attack! 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 Regroup! Regroup! Lost, are you? Iga should have surrendered.
Iga does not know surrender.
All right, and now we're going to get a little bit of a boss fight. So you can see he has a 4-hit combo that you kind of want to keep an eye out for. He does have some red unblockable attacks as well. If you do not block all 4 of them, you will not get the vulnerable state with him. And then here is a combo, unblockable combo. Now you do not have to wait for the combo. You can just be aggressive if you want, but I figure showing off the mechanics of the fight is never a bad thing, right? So here we go, the unblockable combo there. And this should pretty much finish him off. Nice.
Naoe!
I killed him, Chue. He was as big as a...
Are you hurt? Answer me!
This is not my blood.
You disobeyed me.
She obeyed my orders. I asked her to defend Iga.
She is my daughter!
Is she not Egan? Was Iga not attacked?
We had defense enough. Now I did not do as she was told.
You tell me to stay with Matsu, I stay with Matsu. Momochi-san you tells me to defend Iga, I defend Iga.
Now,
I do what I am told. I have never done anything less.
you killed this man.
Yes.
Formidable foe.
You have made Iga proud today, Naoe.
It's time to go home. The battle is over.
The battle is over, my friend. But the war has just begun.
And as anticipated, Dad, none too happy with Sundayu at all. I wouldn't be either. He just sent our daughter, his daughter, off to our daughter. Oh, already. Like one of my own. Just sent her off to the to be in a battle. Just, yeah, ill-advised. All right. And that is our very first Kujikiri. So you see that as we complete a Kujikiri, we are actually going to be awarded with a knowledge point. So now is a good time as ever to go over what is essentially the leveling system in this game. So you have two types of points that you're going to be earning. One is going to be mastery points, which are essentially perk points in this game. And then the other is the knowledge points. So if we actually go in here, it's going to give us a small explanation when I actually tab over to the mastery tab at the top of the screen. We'll just skip it because I can do better, maybe. So each one of these trees is essentially a skill tree. There is one that's left over right here for another weapon. I won't spoil what that weapon is just yet. But essentially, if you go into these, you'll see that you can spend mastery points. We have one mastery point. I can use it on any of these. But if we want to take like the next level, and let's say we had got all of these, the only way to go is up. And if you actually want to be able to take any of the perks in the next line of the tree, it says that you need to have knowledge rank 2. That is what is required. So if you go into the mastery tree, you'll see on the left-hand side, it does say knowledge rank 1. The next rank is in 6, and those are knowledge points. So we need to earn knowledge points. Knowledge points are found all over the map. Wherever you can find a symbol that is the exact same as that knowledge point right there. So Kujikiri actually count towards that. There are other open world activities that you can use to get knowledge points as well. But essentially, I think the best first point to spend in the entire, all these skill trees, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There really is. But a lot of them are too expensive for what we have right now. So I feel like the best thing to take right off the bat is probably going to be in tools and is going to be the smoke bomb. So you can respec at any point. If we put this point in here and let's say we acquired it, we can just press X at any time and it will ask you if you want to reset. You say yes, and it only resets the tree that you're in. It does not reset all of the trees. So keep that in mind. But I do believe the first thing that I am going to take is going to be smoke bomb. And then we can use the smoke bomb to sort of stay hidden and take advantage of when there's maybe too many enemies to assassinate that are too close to each other or something like that. Or if we want to get hidden after we do get seen. So we're going to take this right now. And if we come out, you'll actually see on the left-hand side of the screen, is it going to show up? Why isn't it showing up? Hello? On the left-hand side of the screen, if we hold down the left trigger, and you're going to see basically each one of the things on the lower left is corresponds to a direction on the directional pad. So up is your kunai. Right and left are locked right now, but then at the bottom, as you press down, it'll give you a smoke bomb. So that is how they are used. And then as you want to use them, you just hold the right trigger and then you can throw them. If I switch to the smoke bomb, you can actually see a radius for the smoke bomb. Easy as that. I'm pretty sure our friend over there is losing his gourd. We're just gonna leave him alone. But there are some pets right here. So let's see if we can actually go up and get a pet on this little puppy. Look at him. Oh, come here. A black Akita puppy. In a really close-up
You're
view of that
sweet.
guy's nostrils. So you've seen that it came up on the right-hand side of the screen. Essentially, that's saying that you did unlock him for your hideout. So the next thing that we are actually going to go and do is going to be over here. We're going to go do another viewpoint. So again, I'm going to mark the viewpoint. We'll call the horse in. Everybody look like you whistling at me. My horse is crazy. I'm telling you. Every time I call him in, he literally hits something. But we're going to go ahead and hit the Pathfinder. It's going to show us the little white line on the ground. So if you're following along, feel free, hit the Pathfinder, and I will meet you guys at our next destination.
Oda's shadow grows longer with each passing day. Is anywhere safe?
All right, welcome back, Rocket Nation. You can actually see our next location is right up above us, just up the hill. So the actual next two locations are not very far away from each other at all. This one's going to be a viewpoint, so we're going to be using this viewpoint to sort of look around, get an idea of where everything is around us. And also, there's going to be a couple of chests that we can actually loot there as well. And then upon leaving there, we're going to head right to our next one, which is going to be another Kujikiri. So it's going to give us another knowledge point, and it's also going to trigger another one of Naoe's memories. So like I had said, the first 4 of the Kujikiri that you actually find all will reveal a memory. And each one of those memories are going to always appear in the same order. So it's not like if you go to one Kujikiri, you're going to get a certain specific memory. They all appear in order, the first 4 that you do. But before we head that way, let's go inside here. You can actually see there's a chest here in the lower portion. That actually gave us another trinket, so probably kind of a little bit of a waste. There's also some wood right there, and I do believe we can find some wood a little bit further up. The best way to get up this is actually going to come to this side. And as long as you stay on this side, it's pretty easy to make your way up the side of this this tower. So then if we climb up here, I don't know why she climbed it that way. It was a little weird. But there is another bundle of wood right there. And we're going to be going over what that wood is actually used for here. I think we'll probably get to it this episode. This episode's probably going to be a little bit on the long side, probably about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes long. Just because there's a lot I want to be able to fit into this this episode. And again, I absolutely love this like pull back and then getting a wide view of everything that's out there. You can actually, I think, see another viewpoint straight ahead of us, right at the top of the screen. That's what it looks like. We'll have to hold in the left trigger here. Again, always hold in the left trigger, look around. But yeah, indeed, there it is. There is one. We're going to rotate around, get all them little white dots to appear as something. And then on the map, it will change those. It'll actually turn those into icons. And then, like I said, too, always look around down below you just in case there is a little yellow symbol. It is worth going and checking out just in case it's a legendary in the area. So we'll go ahead and get down from there. I think the fastest way down is probably going to be this way. Whee! Nice. We'll go ahead and hop on the horse. Our next location is, you can actually see it from here, is just up the way. That's going to be the closest question mark to us right now. Again, I'm going to turn on the Pathfinder. If you guys are following along, hit the Pathfinder and I'll meet you guys there. All right, welcome back. And there it is, straight ahead of us. You can actually see our next Kujikiri is directly in front of us. Let's go ahead and check this one out.
A place to meditate. A place to remember what happened in Igak.
And while we're at it, I might as well bring up what these are right here. These are shrines, since we have one so close to us. And essentially, what you do is you pray at a shrine, and you can get one of, I want to say there's maybe six to 8 buffs that you can randomly get. It's just a random one. It could be crit chance. It could be crit damage. It could be anything. Right there, we actually got a chance for crit hits. So it's essentially a crit chance buff. And you see it right at the very bottom of the screen underneath your health bar is the timer, and that will fill up. Once it's full, it will go away. So always, it's worth stopping by, grabbing those anytime that you can. So let's sit down, start our next Kujikiri. And this is the beginning to our next memory. After the first invasion. So the moments after her first ever kill and the battle that that just took place in our last memory. So maybe being haunted a little bit by the ghosts of those that she's defeated.
Good morning, Chichiwe.
You did not sleep well.
I'm fine. I was just cold last night.
I heard you cry out in your sleep. Last night, and the nights before it. The horrors of war come for everyone, equally. As your father, I had a secret hope that you would be spared.
Nobukatsu and his men spared no one. Why should I be?
I have been thinking. The victory of our battle will be short-lived. Oda Nobunaga does not know the word defeat, nor mercy. I have not prepared you enough. This must change. Today, you will learn to wield a warrior's greatest weapon.
Is it the Naginata?
No, it is not. Come, my plum. Take a cleansing breath.
We're going to meditate?
Not in our usual way. This is a technique for protection of mind and body. In times of danger, fear.
Kujikiri.
Yes. I will teach you Kujikiri to let go of your guilt and regret. A warrior has no use for these things. I know it was not the cold bothering you last night.
I didn't want you to think I was weak.
Weakness is an unease with the truth. Be honest with me and with yourself. Now, tell me about your nightmare.
It's hard to remember. I was alone, and then blood. A red moon.
Did you see the faces of the men you killed as they drew their last breath?
I did.
Lift your head up, Fujibayashi Naoe. We have ways to banish such darkness. Breathe deeply. Come into the present moment.
A 2-for-1 deal?
Now, begin. Let your breath be natural and relaxed.
We're essentially getting 2 Kujikiri at once now.
Empty your mind, Naoe. Good. Do not force it. Ushi, be here. Now. Ushi. How do you feel?
Calmer. Lighter.
That happens when you empty your head of the past. You see the world for what it is now. Your mind is refocused, and next we will redirect it. Momochi Sandayu and Matsu have also agreed to help you. Find them and learn from them.
Chichiue, thank you for believing in me.
I always have. Only now can I show you how much.
All right, our next quest, we need to go and talk to Matsu. You can call up the horse here if you don't want to actually make the walk over there. You can use the horse to get there a little bit faster. Sorry!
Sa, hashire!
This horse is out of control. It's the horse, not me.
Naoe, there you are.
Auntie Matsu!
Where have you been, child?
Just busy, Auntie Matsu.
Yes, I know what you have overcome these past weeks. Your first battle. How brave you must have been to survive it.
I wasn't sure I would. But Momochi-sanda, you said I fought well.
As I knew you would too. Have pride in yourself. Now we push past survival. With my family scroll written in my ancestors' hand. All Shinobi families have secrets, you know?
Thank you.
The scroll's lessons will be very useful to you, but more useful when you retrieve it. I gave it away for safekeeping. My floorboards are already full of other secrets.
I'll find it. Where?
With the priest at the shrine. Go, learn from those who came before us.
It's been a harsh winter. Tougher than any I can remember. Guess I need toughening up too.
Man, I feel like she's already grown so much from who she is in the memories from where we see her now. Obviously, the death of her father's quickly going to put her on a path of change, but already she seems so it's a good word for it, and she's eager to get the approval of others at this point. So much different than now. Now she seems so confident.
I wonder what I'll learn from the ancestors' scrolls. I just want to be good. A real shinobi. The shrine. Auntie Matsu's scroll will be close.
Bandits! In the shrine!
Bandits in the shrine. You can actually see that there are some bandits here. Now, you can choose to just sneak by them, but personally, I believe bandits at the shrine is a bad
This
thing.
place is hostile. Best to go unnoticed.
Did you check in there? Dude! I am not afraid.
And he's done. He's done. He ain't gonna make it. Stick him right in the belly. Nice. Well done. So there's gonna be, I do believe, 3 more enemies at the shrine here. 2 are gonna be at the top of these stairs, and 1's gonna be throwing up after a great night of sake. So there's those 2, and then the 1 right there. Nobody gets out of this unscathed.
I'll take care of you.
Who's first? Poor fella. Didn't stand a chance. Oh, got an up-close view on that one. This guy ain't getting out with this without getting chopped up a little bit. Oh, so good. All right. And at any time, if you do want to put your sword away, you can just hold down on the right, and the right on the directional pad, I'm sorry. And you'll put it away. A lot of times they'll have something unique to say as well then.
That must be the scroll. Here it is. Auntie Matsu's family scroll. I would never have guessed Auntie's family was so powerful. I'll learn their secret techniques.
All right, we'll just run back out to the horse. There is a bit of non-mandatory dialogue that you can get if you actually stop by Antimatsu, and we're going to do that and see what Antimatsu has to say. So we're going to head back over to her now. Your objective is just to go back home and talk to your dad, but you can stop back and back by her and talk to her for a second. She's going to be right here.
Auntie said that one day she will go to the mountains and never come back. I don't want her to go, Mother. She makes the best misoshiru.
Don't worry. She is much too spry to climb the mountain yet.
All right, let's give her a chat.
My ancestors smile upon you. Use it well, my Naoe. If Iga is to survive, it is not the time for secrets. We must share all we know.
And that's it. It's nothing major, but I figure it's worth stopping back by and chatting with her. I feel like you would, you know, you just basically went and nabbed her family's ancient scroll written by ancestors that have come long before her. I feel like you should at least stop by and be like, hey, guess what? I did get it. It was there, and it'll be safe with me. Now we're just going to go up here and say hello to Dad real fast.
Are you finished your training?
For today. But there's so much more to learn, isn't there?
It is only the beginning. We have years worth to catch you up on. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
And that'll be the end of that memory. The next memory that we'll be going and doing will be learning something from Sandayu. So, of course, Dad said we had to learn from Antimatsu and Sandayu. They agreed to help. Essentially, this one was the training with Matsu. Your second one will be the training with Sandayu. All right. And there is a dog located here. We did get another knowledge point as well. The knowledge point, remember, those are not points that you spend. Those are to unlock the further along in the skill trees. But let's not forget pet the dog here. Got a golden Akita now.
My day just got better.
By the way, he just licked his butthole. Completely unrelated. Next stop for us is actually going to be at our next main quest. So we don't have to mark anything. We can just call up the horse. We will activate the Pathfinder. And this one, I think I'm actually going to keep you guys along for the ride here. Because I feel like this ride right here does a good job of showing you just how the war has reached this portion of Japan. And how it starts to hit home, I feel like, at this point for Naoe. So I'm just going to sit back, be quiet, let you guys enjoy the ride as we make our way to our next main quest. I do want to mention, though, before we get too far along the ride here, that if you do ever want to stop along the ride and help out with some of the locals or anything, that's totally, you are able to do that. And you can actually get rewards from the locals if you do help to save them. So it is worth stopping and helping them out anytime that you can.
Easiest way to stay safe is to stay hidden.
You can actually see signs of war all over the place.
I meant no harm. We should slice your belly open for the insult alone.
Oh, these guys look more like bandits than anything else. I feel like we should intervene on this
I
one.
can't let this stand.
No, we can't let that one go. Get over here, punk. Oh, but mistakes were made. Okay, well, that's what you get for being a smartass, I guess. So right now, the weapon that we are using is actually the Tanto. Tanto can be very, very effective. That attack is just amazing.
I did what I had to.
Yeah, those guys weren't like samurai warriors waging war. Those were just bandits trying to get free fruit, apparently.
Thank you. The soldiers' cruelty knows no bounds.
This isn't the first time they've harassed you?
Oda's men grow vicious under the leader's power. Who am I to resist? I'm nothing but fodder for them.
I'll be on the lookout. For you and others like you.
Thank you, stranger.
My pleasure, friend. Got a just a valuable. Valuables are essentially things that you're just going to sell to vendors for straight up man. Just man-y. That's what I did there. Play on words. Call a pun. Super good. I'm so sorry that I subjected you to that. So we're getting very close now to our next objective, our next mission here. And this is, it should look a little bit familiar.
The last time I was here, everything was different. Chichiue was alive. I only hope Tomiko's all right.
So if you do want to stop, you can grab the chest right here. Or you can grab it once you leave here as well. And maybe if you get a level up, you might be able to pick up something, at least a level higher that comes out of the box there. I'm just going to stop and pick it up right now. I've also had sometimes when I leave, so we did get a new katana, a level 4 katana. But I have had it when I do leave where it, that box disappears and is no longer there. So any items that you do get that you are not going to use, you can sell them to vendors that are located all throughout the world, or you can also break them down a little bit later on in the story story 2, I'm sorry. And so as you approach this place, it should look familiar. This is essentially where Dad brought us to after the box was taken from us and we were hit in the face by a giant baseball bat. She nursed us back to health, so we're looking for Tomiko right now. She nursed us back to health and also patched up Dad as well. But if you approach this on the horse, you'll see that it actually pulls back. It will fade to black. If you don't want it to fade to black, you can just get off the horse. And then you can actually run in. Otherwise, there's a little loading screen to remove you from the horse. Apparently, horses are not allowed in the hideout. And indeed, Tomiko is alive. She's gardening.
Tomiko. Naoe. And Nagato?
Come. I'll pour sake.
Nothing a little liquor won't make you feel better about, right?
May his spirit find peace.
Chichiue. I only wish I had seen their faces. Cowards, all of them.
What do you mean?
That night, the masked samurai. There are 11 more. They killed my father, the Onryo.
The masked man from Katano. I should have known he wasn't just some mad ronin. So there's more than one.
Many more.
They killed Nagato. You'll have to kill them all. Do you understand? Not just those that wear masks, but the people that surround them. The power that commands them.
I will not hesitate.
Good. It's the only way to set things right. Blood for blood.
Blood for blood.
You will need much then. Allies, supplies.
And a place to put them.
It's yours. Anything.
Are you sure?
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? Why my strength fades so quickly?
No.
War. Years ago. Between daimyo whose faces I'd never seen. Powerful men who fought to rule my land, but never set foot in it. Their soldiers killed everyone. My family, neighbors, left my mangled body in the dirt. Left me to burn as our fields turned to ash.
But why? You weren't the enemy.
We were in the way. The last thing I heard, after my husband's screams fell silent, was laughter. Our lives meant nothing. These people don't care about us. So every scrap I have in this world is yours, Naoe. As long as you promise to make them suffer.
I'll have to make changes to the place.
Then it is time to start gathering supplies.
Oh, way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. We've been gathering them for a minute. So now, again, if you ever want to...
It's a humble beginning, but we'll need a lot of foundation to make that mountain Stuart always told me about.
So if you ever do want to locate some of the objectives for a mission, all you're going to do is hold down the left trigger. Again, the major ones will always appear as green dots. Yellow are sort of extra things that you can gather along the way. So what you need for the mission will be the ones that are in green. These are going to be minerals.
That's enough stone.
Some minerals for us. This, of course, wood. We've already seen wood. And this, crops. So those are the three main resources that you need to actually build at the hideout. Tomoko generous enough to offer us up her land.
A strong roof. Time to build, I guess.
I do feel like there's something a little off about Tomoko. I don't completely trust her, I will say that. But if we return back to the little hut here, in the very back left-hand corner, we're actually going to see this thing right here, Improve Hideout. We're going to get a little menu for it. I'm going to do a better job of explaining it. Basically, all we're going to do is hit the X button to go into build mode. So this entire area is essentially your hideout. You can place things anywhere that you want within this hideout and sort of make changes and upgrade a lot of things as well. So you can see the place comes with stables and a Hiroma. If you hit the X button or square on PlayStation, you can see that there are other buildings that you can craft, and even more will unlock as you make your way through. But the main one that we're trying to craft right now is the Kakurega, a hub to manage Kakurega safe houses all over Japan. Upgrading makes them more efficient. You can also refill your scouts there. So the effect of putting this place down allows you to basically acquire a scout. Kakurega grant fast travel, seasonal contracts, and supplies. The second one there, the seasonal contract, is going to be kind of a big deal. And I'm going to explain seasons here very shortly as well. But for right now, we're just going to select this. And then it's basically a grid platform. And you can connect some buildings like this one right here. If you rotate it around, you can actually connect that to the main building. You cannot do it on the other side. Something is blocking it over here, which really drives me insane. Or you can sort of place them like this as well. I think this is the way I'm going to do our first building right here, because I've never done it like this, and it looks really cool. So let's do that one. Very nice. There are other customizations that you can do to it as well. And we don't have many of those customizations unlocked right now. So you can add in sort of like, you know, different stations to display weapons or display outfits and stuff like that, or the artwork that you do. And since we don't really have anything right now, we're just going to go ahead and say that's good. Then we're going to hold B, back out, or circle. And we get another cutscene here.
Junjiro! Sorin!
My apologies for our unannounced arrival.
I've come to stay with you.
What?
What?
I had thought I was doing some good by staying at Makino Odera. But your fiery spirit showed me that, in truth, I was hiding, sinking my roots too deep in the mountain soil.
But where will you go? What will you do?
A pilgrimage, I think. A slow one if these old bones have any say.
And I've come to stay with you.
He hasn't ceased talking about you since the moment you left.
Please, I'll help. I could cook, do chores, feed the horses.
She's like, no, I hate kids.
This isn't some temple hidden away in the mountains. It isn't safe here.
It isn't safe anywhere. But the boy wants to be with you.
Fine. I'll take care of him.
Yatta!
So we're taking in strays now, are we?
You were the one who said we needed allies. Think of Junjiro as our first recruit.
Don't touch that.
Sorry.
Will you be all right?
You don't believe me capable of a pilgrimage, then?
I guess you've proven me wrong before.
Do take care of him. You two are more alike than you know.
So Junjiro has become part of the crew.
What is this? Here. This mark.
That one was wounded. My father sliced off his ear in the melee.
There's a man in Sakai rumored to have lost an ear some months ago. I hear his men have clashed with Kyonyo and his monks at a temple, somewhere in southeast Setsu.
Monks?
Survivors from Honganji, the Ikoiki. Kyonyo is their leader now. Maybe he could give you information.
Anything else?
The Teppo. What are those etchings?
Gold, I think. Even in the moonlight alone, I could still see them. Never knew a teppo could shine like that.
Then you've never been to the markets of Sakai. The craftsmen there are like none other. Someone in Sakai will lead you to this gun. Follow your instincts. Sakai is a big city, Naoe. Full of danger, yes, but also allies. Eyes open for those who might help our cause.
Right.
And, if you're near the blacksmith shops, find Heiji. Looks like a bear, forges like a master. He owes me a favor.
I will track down who we're looking for, wherever they're hiding.
And there it is. A whole lot of quests just got dumped on us all at once. You do see that little Junjiro does have some dialogue for us. Let's stop by and say hello to him.
Is it true that there was a battle here once? And Tomiko fought off a whole army by herself? She's good with a broom. I don't want to imagine her with a weapon.
That's all it is, like a quick hello. All right, so let's actually go and, well, let's first stop by this. So essentially, this would open up your objective page within your menu. But I just do want to bring up that, remember, Jinjiro is the one that taught us how to paint before. And he's like, hey, you should paint a fat fox. She chose to use that energy to paint a picture of all those that essentially killed her, with her had a hand in killing her father. So if you come over here, you can hold Y or triangle, and it will essentially open up an objectives board. So this is essentially any people of interest within the game itself. So you see we have people of Iga. That's actually our hideout itself. That is our crew. This one here, though, is going to be the 12 people that had a hand in the murdering of our father. So it says boards, new targets and quest givers are revealed as you explore Japan and meet new people. Complete target investigations and quest giver tasks to progress in your main objectives. Tracking a quest will guide you towards its objective. You can explore the area on your own or use scouts to help reveal key locations. So the first one we should hover over is probably going to be this one. Of course, this one is the one that took the box from us in the very beginning of episode number 1. And essentially we went and got the box back by assassinating him. So of course he is marked off. The 11 others are the ones that we're going to have to make our way to and sort of figure out what's going on here in the story. I don't want to go too far into that one, but you can see that Naoe has a little board right over here. So you hover over and actually show it. It says Naoe goes on a personal journey of self-exploration to discover her true destiny in life. And here is actually what we've been doing throughout episode number 2 right now. It says Naoe's quest. Like Soren said, wounds are not only physical. Naoe revisits her days in Iga using Kujikiri to make sense of her past. Complete 4 Kujikiri. So right there you go. We've already done 2 of them. We are going to do 2 more. I'm not sure if we're going to get to those today because this already is kind of getting to be a long episode. But we're going to actually go and do these next 2 here in the very near future, probably in next episode. And then on the opposite side of the board, you actually see Yusuke. And of course, we haven't made it to this point in the story, but at some point, we're actually going to be bringing Yusuke into the journey. And then here is the League. And the only person that we have in the League right now, the League being the group of people that are going to be fighting against that big group of enemies, the Onyo. And the only one that we have there right now is Tomoko. Tomoko has tasked us with going and finding a blacksmith that she knows. So that is Heiji. That is going to be one of the quests that we're actually going to be doing very early as well. And this is your hideout. So at any time you can come here in your objective boards and you can hold down A and fast travel to the hideout. Anytime you fast travel to the hideout, you by default travel to the stables. But in here, if you have any of these built, you can actually come directly to one of these, hold the A button, and it will fast travel directly to that building. So you don't have to actually make the long walk. There is a People of Iga little objective board as well. The only one on there right now is Matsu, Auntie Matsu. And then on the opposite side, there is the People of Setsu. And this is a new side quest that has sort of opened up for us. That is a side quest that we're actually probably going to do in the next episode as well, while we're making our way to Setsu itself, the actual city of Setsu. So that is essentially the objective board. You can keep coming back here. It will give you clues to where all the objectives are located, or you can just go right in here and then just simply hit A. Or, well, it doesn't work on this one. But you can mark these objectives like that by hitting A, and you can track them, and it will actually show them on the world map as well. So, I think that, you know what? Before we do end here, there's one more thing I do want to go over, and if we come over here, this is going to be the, what is this thing called? I always forget the name of them. I was just going to call it a Kujikiri, but it's not the Kujikiri. What is the name of this building? It's going to kill me if I don't remember it. Let's go back in here. What is the name of this one right here? Kakurega. I remembered it right as I went in here. It's a Kakurega. So we can go ahead and exit back out. I already know the name of it. So this is our Kakurega. Kakurega, you can locate other Kakarega throughout the world, and then you can use those as a way of fast traveling around. But every Kakarega has one room located right here. And in the Kakarega, you're going to have this that says basically browse contracts. So if you open this up, you can see that, well, I might as well read the tutorial to you. Contracts. Contracts for each province in Japan are posted on the contracts board. Completing contracts is a great way to earn extra resources and loot. Contracts refresh when the seasons change. So we might as well go over this right now. So basically, here are all of the available contracts for us to do. They're all pretty much they're kind of repetitive in a way, is they're not that much different from another. You either have to go and destroy something, or you have to loot something, or you have to kill a target, is essentially what they always are. So we have one for destroy cargo. So just destroy the enemy's supplies. It'll put a marker on your map, and then you can go there and actually complete it. You get 1,000 XP for it, and you also get some materials for, I believe those are for upgrading weapons. In the next one, we have more upgrades for weapons as well, another 1,000 XP for assassinating key military target, and then eliminate military. So there's multiple targets that we're going to have to defeat. For this one, we'll get 1,500 XP and also 425 mon. So we're going to go ahead and activate all of those. They will now show up on our map. If we open up our map right there, those three things just got highlighted. So wherever you pick up the contracts from, this one was from, if we back out, Azumi Setsu, they'll always appear within Azumi Setsu. So Azumi Setsu is essentially this area right here. Yes, I leave it and then go back in. You see how it's sort of highlighted there. We will be doing these along the way. You kind of want to complete these before a season changes. Now you're probably wondering, well, how does this whole season thing work? In the upper right hand corner of our map, you can actually see that there is a compass, and the portion of that compass is actually filled in shaded white. At the 12 and 6 o'clock, or the north and south of that compass, there will be a season change. The south is a mid-season change. The north is a full season change. So essentially for every year, there is 8 season changes, one being, or 4 of them, half of them being mid-season changes. And every time a season changes, essentially new contracts will be put up on the board. And so you kind of want to get these contracts done before you move on to a next season if you want to maximize the amount of gains that you can get from contracts. So it's a good idea to do all of the contracts before a season changes. Now, the way that the season changes is it's on a timer. It's a 2-hour timer, 2 hours of playtime. Every 2 hours, after that 2 hours is up, the next time you fast travel and or complete a quest. Not all quests, but certain quests will also change a season as well, and then it'll trigger a little cutscene, and the game will let you know, yes, you just had a season change, and then certain things will reset and whatnot. But the big thing to keep an eye on is your contracts, and also since we built a Kakarega, we actually unlocked scouts. So you can see in the lower left hand corner of the map, we have 1 scout. You can use scouts to go out and scout an area ahead of you, or you can use them, and this is probably what you're mostly going to be using them for, is going to be to gather up resources. So at the end of 2 hours, the next time you fast travel, and let's say that you sent out all of your scouts, you don't have any scouts left. When the season changes, the next time you fast travel after that 2 hours of playtime, you'll be given back your scouts. And you'll also be giving all the resources that you sent them out to get. So when you tell them to go get resources, you'll mark resources out in the world. You won't get them right away. You'll have to wait till a season changes. And then when the season changes, you get all of those that you marked. That's essentially the way that the seasons work. It's a pretty cool system. I do wish that it was more manually done than it is like the whole 2 hours thing. The only way you can really control the seasons is to not fast travel or not complete a major quest after a season change is ready to be done. So I wish it was a little bit more manual, but overall I do like the system itself. And then also in here there is a storage, so you can access a storage. You can also refill all your supplies, and then over here you can pay Mon to also refill scouts. So let's say you sent out 2 scouts and you didn't have any scouts left, but you wanted to scout ahead in an area that you were about to go do a mission in. You can always come back here. It starts out as 200 mon. After you do a few upgrades to, I believe, the Kakarega or maybe one of the other buildings, that cost will go down by, I believe, 30%. So like 100 and I think it's 140 is what it ends up at the lowest. So that is essentially the Kakarega right there. Like I said, you'll find more of these out in the world, and then you'll be able to fast travel between them. And yeah, I think that is about it for episode number 2. So this is essentially all the land that you have for your hideout. So this is the first real introduction into the hideout. You can do a lot with the hideout to sort of customize it and make it your own. And we are definitely going to be doing that. But thank you guys so much for joining me for episode number 2 of our Assassin's Creed Shadow playthrough. I do appreciate you guys very much for sticking around. I know this was a really long episode. Hopefully it doesn't go too long. But big thank you to all. Remember, if you guys did enjoy the episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Also, click that little bell notification icon if you never, ever, ever want to miss another episode of our Assassin's Creed Shadows playthrough. Thank you guys so much. As always, remember, life is short, pause, save, and I will see you guys in the next episode.